segugude, segugude tambo, segugude tambo, segugude tambo, segugude, segugude tambo, segugude tambo, segugude tambo, segugude tambo, segugude, segugude tambo, 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 Amanda, Martha, kazokola ola pina tsa ditshele mo. Elo la letsa tshele ka se tswe ka tsheko. Re nyaka tsa unite batho. Aya tshele ona le bala. A ke re mai go tshwere ke nna go re no itse ela no re isparile o nya go khupisa batho ka se bereke ka tsheko. Comrades, on a serious note, I think it's important that we still waiting for other comrades. We say this, Comrade Banyaza. We've got a tendency of when we are approaching conference or when BBGMs and BGM starts, we behave in a very strange manner. The comrades misinterpret preferences with hatred. Comrades will forever differ. We are wired in there differently. And when there's a time for conference, your preference must not supersede my preference. We must be able to accommodate each other. We must be tolerant in the process. And the lobbying phase is not a battleground. Beyond conference, there's life, comrades. And we need each other. There's something that we must be proud of as this region. During 2024 elections, we were in opposition branches, Comrade Banyaza. But we are the only metro in the country that increased its electoral fortunes. That thing was done because we were united and we were focused. Ali, it's maybe. More South Africa kamuka. Kernari no children metro increasing. So now we've got a launching pad where we can start from. Our elections are hovering around 35% as the region. And Comrade Panyaza, appreciate the contribution that we made to the province. Comrades, when we tell you that we are dedicated to the organization, Tshwane, each and every Monday morning was represented in the PET meeting in Johannesburg, every morning. Le na he le tswa montsare le lo tsena ka moara WhatsApp la joina mosabalazo wa Rohana. Go rona le mosabalazo mo strong Comrade Khumbuzo wa Rohana mo Rohani wa go mo thwate mo ho ko balelo ka la se yena. O mo lebeletse ba lo ke yena. And how do you so nice? Mar ho ka kra lo tsa di kwala ngwadi screen mancha wa di romela batho. Comrade Panyaza ke two different people. Negate that energy Comrade Pageng. Ro need the next year. We're going to need it. We have got scary news. The political parties that have registered, the new ones are more than 150. New ones. Yes. And then you saw the constitution, what it's saying about independence. So there's a likelihood that we won't get any PR seats here. There's a potential and a likelihood. No, there's the truth. We must tell the truth. If we are not going to work hard, there won't be PR councillor in this city. And it happened in CDB, so it's not a fallacy anymore. CDB and the entire of CDN doesn't have PR seats. So, comrades, Rale Mergo Munchi, Alatohelang Holwa, Lili Toyo. O Tabaketilo Gachoko, how we know who in the ANC. I get it. La Rabi Pila. Can't let it. Ho wina ANC, ho wina mutu, I get it. And whoever that leadership that we are going to rally behind it. I get my com. Actually, we've got the responsibility to ensure that immediately after being elected, we as the zones must receive them and welcome them to our zones. So we've got a date, comrades, I get it. Immediately after being elected, the new regional executive committee structure must visit all the zones to appreciate being voted in and demonstrate that they are going to work with you. We had a wonderful 40 years celebration of COSATU. You know, I want to appreciate Ndate Matamela, a doctor now from Malaysia and Limpopo, doctor Matamela. You know, I'm becoming gravitated to appreciate him more. You know, when he was undermined by Rwanda, that man was to Tsutis, Kagame. Kagame killed more than 1 million people of Rwanda. He undermined our country, and we understand our strength. But President was calm when he responded. If he was reckless, today Rwanda would have been something else. But he managed to quell the tensions. There in COSATU, you look at this articulation. Our president has forever been attacked, comrades. And actually, this is the president that went through the most difficulties. Our president there in our African National Congress says COVID or national disaster, I think. But he managed and calibrated the economy. Today our economy is growing. But from time to time, recklessly the president darin. This comrades Baranaba, including myself, Renalidi MK Gamudu Grupunzarena. Comrade Panyaza Rai Polela Beno. I get go to clean some conferencing. Comrade Kupala or Heria Manta Ron Saba to Balba MK but Mur Grupunzarena. About Tusi. We had a difficult experience called Mamelodi. Comrade Mamelodi will tell you. One of our comrades who was working with elections was giving MK information. I get my comrade. Painful reality. It's better we are 10 rather than being 1,000 with 900 wrong peoples. The reason why ANC got 11 million votes was not because of they reached 1 million membership. It was because it had quality leadership. From 1994, we were never 500,000 membership, Comrade Panyaza, in the organization. We are hovering around 250 and 300,000. But we got 11 million votes consistently. Hey, Raya Bloemfontein. Raya Bloemfontein. Go ANC twaletse go teratla 1 million comrade Kumbuzo. Hey, Yarbagela. 1 million icha 11 million 11. Icha 11 million icha ufitela. Here 2024 Chile 6 million. Recently 5 million, 1 million membership. A set reality. So, Comrade Ralokopela, when we are given an opportunity to lead you, please respect us. We've got shortcomings, we've got limitations, we are normal, we are like you. We do mistakes. But it's important that we communicate, engage. When you take our differences outside the organization, it becomes a problem. Panyaza re murata gaufela re tsamaya le ena o molo molo Panyaza re murata gaufela re tsamaya le ena o molo molo Panyaza re murata gaufela re tsamaya le ena we molo molo re tsamaya le ena we molo molo Amanda, Martha, long live, long live, long live, long live, long live, long live. Comrades, Panyaza orata ndatola ba mitsang hirikwala. Wago Midlands e morata thata. So re ka mo opella ya Midlands o fola mo moyeng. So comrades, it's important that we introduced our provincial convener, Comrade Panyaza Lusufi. He's here to execute his constitutional mandate, but it's important that we demonstrate that we know him and we appreciate him. Rekwala, rekwala, jaula, selaula, rekwala, rekwala, rekwala. Selaula, here guala was a Midland.
Kwala, here kwala wese kokoko, hobete se matifaye, kobaye nuso silwela, hobete se matifaye, kobaye nuso stifenda, uhere kwala, here kwala wase Midland. Here kwa utemba kwala. Here kwala
Amandla. Long live the undying spirit of Comrade Harry Kwala. Long live. Long live the undying spirit of Chris Hani. Long live. Long live the undying spirit of Umama Winnie Madikizela Mandela. Long live. Aluta. Aluta. Ripilele President Ramaphosa, ripilele. Ripilele President Ramaphosa, ripilele. Phansi nge-AfriForum, phansi. Phansi nge-AfriForum, phansi. Phansi nge-Democratic Alliance, phansi. Phambili nge-African National Congress, phambili. Phambili nge-African National Congress, phambili. Long live COSATU, long live. Long live SACP, long live. Long live SANCO, long live. Long live the African National Congress Women's League, long live. Long live the African National Congress Youth League, long live. Long live the Veterans League, long live. Long live the Real Umkhonto Wesizwe, long live. Aluta. Aluta. Niyabasabana. Niyabasabana. Thank you so much, Comrade Bonso. We truly appreciate, and I've never seen you so excited in my entire career that I've been. And I share your excitement, Comrade, that finally, after so many postponements, we are finally here. I want to thank you together with your entire RTT, but most importantly, we want to acknowledge and thank for the sacrifices and the commitment they continue to demonstrate. Members of the National Executive Committee of the ANC, they've been here with us in Sidibeng, they came with us in Ekurhuleni, they were in Johannesburg, today they are in Tshwane, under the leadership of our convener, Comrade Khumbudzo. Thank you so much with the entire members of the NEC employees. I want to acknowledge and appreciate members of the provincial task team that are here, led by Comrade Mzi Khumalo. They also have been with you during difficult times. But finally, we are here. And thank you so much, Comrade Mzi, and all members of the PTT that are here. Comrades, allow me to also acknowledge your alliance partners from COSATU, SANCO, the SACP, and the leagues that are here. We want to thank them for agreeing to be part of this session, together with the religious leaders and those that are leading us at the level of tradition, at the level of business. Comrades, please forgive me. My voice is not ideal. You'll recall that we started in G20. After G20, we went to conferences of Sidibeng, we went to Johannesburg, we went to the NGC, we are coming here to you. So it has been a difficult, trying time. So apologies, I'm catching some level of flu, so apologies if you hear something different from me. Comrades, I want to start by stating these three important facts. For a regional conference of the African National Congress in our country to sit, there are three qualifications that need to be met unconditionally. The first one, the Secretary General of the ANC needs to write to the provincial task team of the ANC to declare that the region has met all its qualifications and all outstanding matters that need to be resolved are resolved. I want to confirm that we received that letter dated the 12th of December, signed by the Secretary General, thus allowing us to convene the way we have convened. The second criteria that we need to meet is to audit all our branches and audit all our members to ensure that they've gone through the political education. Because the African National Congress, comrades, when we renew ourselves, unite ourselves, and prepare ourselves, you can't do that if you don't have a political grasp of where we are and where we intend to go. You can't do that if you don't know where we come from and you don't even know what the African National Congress stands for. we are proud to report back to you that that qualification has been met overwhelmingly by all branches in this particular region. The last criteria that is very important as well, that we also put up front, was that there will be no branch of the African National Congress that have never had an interaction with its people and its members through a program of action. That it must go to the branch membership, it must go to the citizens of that ward, it must go to the people of that particular ward, and run at least one campaign to understand the needs and the frustrations of our people. I want to come back to you to declare that all the branches that have been identified to be part of this regional conference have met this important aspect. It means, comrades, you understand why we are here. It means you understand the frustrations of our people. It means you understand the challenges that we need to face and the challenges that we need to. So on the basis of these three issues, comrades, as we are leadership, we are proud to declare that this particular regional conference has met all the criteria that are needed, and we are ready to proceed. Comrades, I will limit myself on things that are happening within the courts. We leave them there. What we need to do is to adhere to the things that affect the African National Congress. Congress, but I come to you with a sad heart. I come to you limping. I come to you disturbed. I come to you hurt. I come to you, comrades, worried about the future. Last week, 3 heartless people went to Sourceville Hostel and decided to massacre 12 of our people. Last week, 3 heartless people decided to take a 3-year-old and shoot to death a 3-year-old. Last week, the soil of our province was soaked with blood. Last week, we lost innocent lives because there are people in this country that believe they can play God and decide who must live and decide who must die. If all of us here, as a collective, we can't put systems. If all of us here, as a collective, we can't put mechanisms to stop this kind of madness, we don't deserve to lead our people. And that is why, as the provincial government, we are galloping, comrades, that each and every street, whether it's in the township, is in the rural area, it is in an urban area, we must have CCTV cameras so that when people shoot at our people, we can see who they are and where they come from. But I want to assure you, comrades, we've unleashed the highest form of investigation. We've unleashed the highest form of police work, and we've now identified the person that is behind this. And if not this week or next week, but not long, we will bring that person to justice, and he must tell us why he is heartless, and he must tell us what he did. Comrades, we also come to you after we've lost a person that has made us who we are in the African National Congress. When our hearts were down, he lifted us up. When there were burials, he was there to preside over those burials. When we needed those that have left us and died outside our country, he went with us to collect the remains of this comrade. Comrade, we lost Muruti Wabaruti, Comrade Joe Mapatso, a person that demonstrated undying love to those that were in pain and difficult moments. We also lost somebody that grew within our ranks, comrades. Somebody who, during our youth days, we knew, even if there was violence in KZN, we knew he would be there to stand and explain what is happening there politically. He grew within the ranks of the ANC Youth League. He became part of the leadership of the Youth League. And we recognized his stature, his commitment. He was elected to be a chief whip in parliament. And he went on, comrades, to be a minister of police, minister of arts and culture, and later on as an ambassador. Comrade Nathi Mthethwa passed. And Comrade Nathi Mthethwa represented everything that is the African National Congress. He grew within the ranks of our youth movement, but most importantly, he championed the development of our society in the ministries that he was deployed. Comrades, I want us to rise and observe a moment of silence for all these people that have left us during this unfortunate period. Thank you so much. Today, unfortunately, again, comrades, we lost a stalwart of the United Democratic Movement and an intellectual that shaped and sharpened majority of the strategies that we waged to put down the apartheid regime. Comrade Titus Mafulo was somebody that represented everything that the African National Congress is. And we are proud as the government of Gauteng that we have already written to the president of our country that Comrade Titus Mafulo can't go silently, that he deserves to get a provincial official funeral so that we can honor him and the work that he has done. Comrades, I know this one will divide us, but let me be brave and proceed with it. Because this is the team of Gauteng. So I want to congratulate Orlando Pirates for winning. For winning the Carling Black Label. Comrades, what we must appreciate that this trophy was contested by all 18 teams in the PSL. And one team emerged, and that particular team is called Orlando Pirates. We also want to congratulate our cricket team and also the ladies' cricket team and the ladies' Sundowns team that continue to shine on international stage and represent us at all levels. But most importantly, comrade, we have a duty and responsibility to wish Bafana Bafana well as they go to Morocco, not only to represent almost 60 million South Africans, but to bring back that cup back here in our country. So we wish them well, and we remain hopeful that indeed they will move from number 3, like the last tournament, and be the one that will bring that cup back home. Comrades, unfortunately, and I think Comrade Chair is correct, that sometimes we don't appreciate who we are. We went to a by-election 2 days ago. We're contesting against MK Party. We're contesting against EFF. We're contesting against Action SA. We're contesting against PAC. And all these organizations presented their aspirations and the wishes of people of Etwatwa. Without any shade of doubt, the people of Etwatwa in Ward 109 chose one organization which colors are black, green, and gold, and say this is the organization that they need to win. So I want to congratulate all those that worked to ensure that we get this particular ward back, and congratulate our comrade Inekuruleni for this important victory. Comrades, we are back. We are back from the National General Council of the ANC. And the National General Council of the ANC passed a declaration. And that declaration is simple. There are no many ANCs. There are no many factions. There are no many ambitions. There are no many numbers. there is one formation, and that formation is the African National Congress, and we came out of the NGC united with one voice. We'll defend the ANC, whatever it takes, whatever it means. So I want to congratulate our national leadership for convening such a successful NGC. Others said there will be blood on the floor. There was no blood on the floor, there were ideas on the floor. Others said this NGC is going to launch who will lead the ANC. We came out united that it's not about leadership, it's about winning the forthcoming local government elections. Others said branches of the ANC don't exist. We sang in one voice, we sang together. There was no Mpumalanga or Limpopo. There was no Gauteng or KZN. There was no Northwest or Northern Cape or Western Cape. There was the African National Congress. And for that, we want to thank our president for delivering the opening remarks, but most importantly, for making us to appreciate one important document, which is the living document, the Freedom Charter. Comrades, there's never been someone that outlined, unpacked, redefined, repositioned, but above all, made the Freedom Charter to be relevant to be where we are. And for that, we are grateful to the African National Congress. Comrades, the NGC was very clear that this is a turning point. That whatever we must do it together. That this is a turning point. That whoever has angered you, let the ANC be in the healing process. Whoever has made you to be otherwise, let the ANC be the uniting factor. I'm excited with the theme of this conference. It's about renewal. It's about unity. Comrades, after you have voted, probably tomorrow morning, whoever that has stolen your delegate, whoever was not greeting you, whoever has gone somewhere with your delegate, let bygones be bygones. On Monday, all of us, we are African National Congress. And this is very important, comrades. Comrades, we can't spend time squabbling amongst ourselves. Comrades, we can't spend time distancing ourselves from our people. Comrades, we can't spend time being selfish. It's about me, who must be elected, and if it's not you, therefore there must be no organization. Comrades, we are entering a very critical stage where the ANC must be creative. We are entering a very critical stage where the ANC must deposit new ideas. We are entering a very critical stage where the ANC must reconnect itself with our people. We can't reconnect ourselves with our people if we continue to behave this way. You know, there are some people, just because they've been nominated, they even change the movement the way they are. They've never been elected, just a nomination alone. And unfortunately, they extend this thing to their family members and their friends. Comrades, there is no way, if we don't love ourselves, we expect society to love us. It starts here. If all of us speak bad about an ANC member just because he's in a different slate, that particular person that you are gossiping about the ANC will never take the ANC serious. If amongst ourselves we call each other comrades, but in reality we are enemies, we are misleading ourselves. If amongst ourselves we believe the ANC is the only thing that must give to you, you can't give to the ANC, you're in the wrong movement. The ANC, comrades, we have been taking from it. It's about time that we give back to the African National Congress. We can't be selfish in our approach. And the first thing that we need to do, comrade, is to go through the declaration of the NGC and the resolutions that were adopted in that NGC. Comrades, I've been part of the African National Congress since its first conference inside the country. I was a student at the University of Natal when we had that conference in Durban. Up until the NGC, comrades, never, and members of the NEC are here, never, ever, that the resolutions of almost 18 commissions were adopted unanimously by all delegates, without any commission that has been turned back, without any commission's recommendation being rejected. This is the new ANC that we want. This is the new ANC that we want. That because we come from same family, we must see things the same. And where we differ, we must argue until we reach a level of agreement. So we remain a generation that must formulate new ideas. We remain a generation that must direct the ANC. We remain a generation that must protect the African National Congress. We remain a generation, comrade, that must eliminate things that harmed previous generations. This is where we are. Comrades, Stone Age didn't end because that generation ran out of stones. Stone Age ended because new ideas were brought. We are the generation that must bring those new ideas. Where we are, comrades, we stand at that crossroad. All of us here, all of us without exception here, we know somebody that has died through HIV/AIDS. All of us here, directly or indirectly, we know the disaster, the destruction, and the pain that HIV/AIDS has brought in our society. Comrades, we are proud today, under the leadership of the African National Congress, that we are standing at the doorstep where we will introduce a vaccine to all South Africans for the very first time. You take that vaccine twice a year, you'll never again speak about HIV/AIDS. So we are at the doorstep. We are at this doorstep to eliminate something that has frustrated us. Thanks to the African National Congress. But that does not mean, comrade, you must divert from the APC that we have adopted. That does not mean you must be reckless. But we want to declare to you, comrades, the government that we have the honor to lead on your behalf, the Gauteng provincial government, we want to be the first government to use and ensure that this vaccine is made available to all those that need it in our province, because we remain the economic hub of our country. Comrades, we are also on the verge, amongst the many cancers that we have, we are on the verge to eliminate at least one cancer called cervical cancer. Those that know this cancer, especially amongst women, they know how devastating this can be. Comrades, we are on the doorstep of putting all the systems that are needed to eliminate that cancer. And the government that we have the honor to lead wants to be at the forefront to ensure. So this is what we need, comrade. New ideas. This is what we need. Elimination of our problems. This is what we need to ensure that the future is bright. We can be in a position to deal with all the challenges that we need to deal. Comrades, we debated at our last NEC, and it was then presented as part of the discussion document, how people perceive us, how people think these are the things that we need to attend. In this research, comrade, we are confronted with society that feels that we are going on opposite direction. Society is of the view that instead of turning left, we are turning right. Instead of turning right, we turn left. Instead of going straight, we go back. And they've identified these 8 issues as the issues that need our immediate attention. The first one, comrades, high on the agenda is the issue of unemployment. Our people believe, comrades, that if we can address unemployment, our people believe if we can confront unemployment, our people believe if we can eliminate unemployment, their future is doomed. They say they've got their children who we urge them to go to universities, that they've passed. They argue that they've got doctors that are unemployed, that they need and they expect all of us to work in a manner in which we can create jobs. Comrades, we've got friends. Comrades, we've got business people. We've got people that do other things in government. President Ramaphosa opening the NGC said this, and we want to say it, comrades. For us to defeat unemployment, for us to hire as many people as possible, not everything must go on tender. There are things that we know that if we put them in public spaces, we'll be in a position to hire more people rather than hire one person who can take all the profits and deal. This is the kind of new ideas that work. That we need to find new mechanism to create a society that can create opportunities. To have a government that must not be scared to hire people so that we can eliminate unemployment. And comrades, it's simple, and we have already started it in the province. We are saying we can't have young people that are unemployed and have schools. After 2 o'clock, our schools are standing empty. Have teachers who have the skill to train unemployed people going home after 3 o'clock to watch some television shows. Let me not even mention them. We are of the view, comrades, that when learners leave our schools at 2 o'clock, let those that are unemployed come to the schools, be trained to be bricklayers, be trained to be electricians, be trained to be welders, be trained to be plumbers, so that when we build RDP houses, these are the people that must go and build those RDP houses, build those clinics, build those roads, rather than rely on a tender that will only hire a few people and underpay them when government has paid them. These are the creative ideas, comrades, that we want to hear from you when you finish this particular conference. The second area, comrades, where our people have raised is the issue of crime. They believe our policemen, they are no longer fit and proper, majority of them, to do policing work. There are others who are, we will be the first one to run away, but supposed to present all of us. And it's not all of them, comrades, but they are policemen, comrades, that our people believe that they need a new form of training. They need a new form of attitude. They need to be present. They need to be responsive. They need to be there when things are happening. Rather have policemen who are just only taking statements. They only want to take a statement of what has been stolen rather than chase the person that have stolen. And this is the approach that our people are requesting us to attend to. The third area, comrade, is poverty. That the level of poverty is too high. But we're excited with the statistics that were released yesterday. That is indicating that we are turning the corner. But comrades, we can't have the number of people that are going through difficulties and we come and flaunt all the things that we have in front of them. We come with our cars, we come with labels of the clothes that we wear, we come with things that we know. We don't have to come to our people with them. So we need to come with new ideas on how to fight crime, how to fight poverty. Comrades, we are still giving our people social grants. We are still giving our people food parcels. We are still saying children that are going to no fee paying schools, they must not pay fees. We are still giving every child a free textbook. We are still providing the support that we need to support to the elderly. But our people are saying we are tired about handouts. We need opportunities so that we can stand on our own. They say the 350 or more that we are giving to them, it's a start. They want to argue that the basic income grant should be on the agenda of our discussions. They argue very strongly, comrades, that they appreciate that their children can go to any university without paying any fees. But the issue is, are we creating opportunities for all, and are we attending to the issues that we need to attend to end poverty? The fourth issue, comrades, we've raised this issue, and I'm glad that the NGC have pronounced itself on this issue. Comrades, we can't continue to have people that we don't know where they come from. We don't have their fingerprints. We don't have their documents. We don't even know where they sleep. We don't even know how they entered our country. Our issue is clear. We are not anti those that are coming to our country, as long as they come through the right door with the right papers. Those that are here without those particular papers, we must confront that situation and avoid it affecting our people. That's high on the agenda for our people. But we say, comrades, regardless of this issue, there's no justification to fall inside or to stop people coming to our medical institutions. We say, regardless of this challenge, there is no need for us to just smell somebody without knowing whether they're here properly or not. Because we need to be scientific in our approach, and we need to work within the structures of our movement. The next issue, comrades, our people have raised is our health care facilities. That our healthcare facilities, they are overcrowded, they are overburdened, and that we need new ideas to manage this situation. They raise this element that there are members of government, that there are officials of government that are impatient with patients. That there are people who work in these institutions. They think by working there, they own the hospital or they own the clinic. That they don't even want to give people the courtesy that they deserve and the support that they deserve. So we remain hopeful, comrades. And comrades, on this one, we must not be scared and change, even if it means those who run government with us are willing to change and take us to court. Comrades, the national health insurance is non-negotiable. The national health insurance, it means those that don't have funds must not die purely because they can't access quality health care in our country. We can't leave quality health care at the hands of the rich, and the poor must die. So we need to remain resolute on this one, comrades. There are many private institutions that have taken us to court. There are many hospitals that have taken us to court. Our message must be clear. Simile, simile. On NHI, it's health care for all, not health care for the few. And every health care center must provide quality health care. So the resolution that we expect out of you, comrade, it is how to make Steve Biko compliant with NHI, how to make all our hospitals compliant with NHI. Because it is when they are not compliant that our enemies will point to those institutions and say, check, they want NHI, but they can't be in a position to provide the basic in that area. And the last one, comrades, is the issue of education. Here, comrades, is quality education as well for all. Here, comrades, is to ensure that all our children get quality education and we don't leave it to those that believe they can pay higher prices. So the key observation from this study, comrades, and we are taking this study very serious as the African National Congress, is that unemployment, crime, poverty, inequality, inflation, healthcare, and education needs must be high on the agenda when you finish this conference on Sunday. Are you still with me, comrades? Unemployment, crime, violence, inflation, poverty, inequality, health and education needs must be high on our agenda. I didn't say a leader or delegate must be high on our agenda. There are some people, comrades, that are not here because their aspirations is not about the ANC, it's about a certain individual. There are some people that are not here purely because they are not ready to confront this issue. I'm glad Comrade Bonzo, Mudise, maybe Linnaki Comrade Bonzo, has explained when we went to Polokwane what we wanted. And comrades, we can't turn this conference of yours to be about election only, no content about conference. We can't allow this conference, comrades, to be about who must be in the REC rather than the issues that confront our people. I painstakingly went through all these 8 issues, risking making you to fall asleep because I'm not speaking about leadership. But the issue is, if the ANC can't speak about these issues, if the ANC can be at the center of resolving these issues, if the ANC can't give direction on these issues, then the relevance of the ANC is not there. And the relevance of the ANC is meaningless. So, comrades, we are coming to you to say, let your commissions, and you are lucky, comrades, you are the first region after the PGC, after the NGC, that can go and take those resolutions and make them your implementation tool in this region. So, comrades, we want to come to you. We want to come to you and say, sharpen your ideas. We want to come to you and say, bring new ideas. We want to come to you and declare, comrades, re kgathetse ko shera mmuso le Action SA le EFF le ba bangwe. We want to take over Tshwane alone as the African National Congress and not spend time consulting, but spend time in servicing our people. Comrades, you have no idea the pain of government of local unity. You have no idea the pain of government of provincial unity. You have no idea of the pain of government of national unity. Ringenga batho instead of servicing our people. And you find one political party, we want to member one. Atle atimande over MEC, atimande over MMC, atimande all these things. And na kia mutis or ali one atla morena. Kia mutis or is it a caucus position? We want him to caucus deliman. So, comrades, we are coming here to you, comrades. And comrades, we are down on our knees as your provincial leaders. We can't have the capital seat of the country being led by any other political party except the African National Congress. no matter how good Action SA can be, they are good purely because they are riding on the shoulders of a giant, the African National Congress. If we can pull out as the African National Congress, because it's the numbers of the African National Congress in that council. It's the ability of the ANC in that council. It's the resolutions of the ANC in that council that has made that council to be where it is. It's not any other political party. And we want to warn them. We work together here. And there's no party that thinks that is working alone in this municipality. Because in the absence of the African National Congress, there's no municipality here. We took back our seats in the opposition when our people didn't vote for us. We said we are ready to be in the opposition. What happened? It was these political parties that came running after the African National Congress, and they backed us to say, without the ANC, this municipality is going down. And indeed, this municipality was going down. Check, they could not even pay ESCOM. Check, they could not also pay rent water. Check their debts and check the people that they've hired to run this municipality. So this concept that where the Democratic Alliance govern, they govern better. Tshwane is a proper example that where they govern worse. Where they govern, they don't take care of our people. And where they govern, they mess up things. So comrades, even if they want to bring the old Fort Cortina in Johannesburg called Helen Zille, we don't need a Fort Cortina here. We need people who will take the African National Congress forward. So comrades, you are entering a space, whether but it's a Fort Cortina or they want to renew this brink. We don't want a brink. We need Bonso, we need ANC, we need people who can take us forward, who are councillors then. So comrades, we must not doubt our capabilities. He's leading us in council. We must not doubt our capabilities. Comrades, they came in the province here. Barba passed a motion of no confidence against the ANC government in the province. It's because if we implement resolutions of the ANC, other political parties have no choice but to support us. But if we implement resolutions of individuals, there is no other political party that will want to support us. And this takes us, comrades, to the next step. The NGC has passed this resolution. Let's respect it, comrades. That the South African Communist Party must not make a mistake and say they want to stand alone. That the South African Communist Party, if they're unhappy with the African National Congress, our door remained permanently open to persuade each other. It must not be the ballot that determines the future of the alliance. It must be our mental capabilities that determine the future of our alliance. And that we must not be impatient with each other, comrades. Comrades, this alliance has survived many things in life. This alliance was established with a purpose. This alliance remains the wall that all of us must take shield. So we want to argue, comrade, re ska fellela na pelo. Ha re yeng mo re yang gona dikgorong tša ba bagolo, re itshebeng a re fetša o itsheba, re emelleng le re ke lerumo la setšhaba. This is a circle and a hammer, and this is an organization of workers, this is an organization of civic movement. Comrades, the alliance remains the tool that we have at our disposal. We must not destroy that tool. And I want to urge those that are members of SACP. Comrade Police here. Comrade Police serve in the Central Committee of the SACP. Comrade Police serve in the NEC of the ANC. Comrade Poli is a head of organizing in the ANC. Comrade Poli is the Deputy Minister of the Police. Our comrade Poli, I tlatholle or o kgethang a kgetheng, you are making it difficult for our own comrades. But we are entering that stage, comrades. That is why we are saying, let's not push our comrades to make that choice. Let's ensure that all of us, comrades, we find each other. And when we find each other, let's stand stronger together. So we are coming to you, comrades, to argue very strongly that the alliance must survive this test. That the alliance must survive this period that we are in. That the alliance must remove emotions and contain the future for all of us. That the alliance, comrades, must not be infiltrated. Comrades, we've seen those organizations that have left the ANC. They are coming through the back door. We've seen those members that said they will join another political party. Will rather come back to the ANC. We don't want another political party to come out of our movement. And it's very important, therefore, comrades, that we maintain our approach in managing alliance dynamics. And the alliance dynamics need us to be sober. And the alliance dynamics want us to work together. So, comrades, if there is a period where we have a trust in our president, Cyril Ramaphosa, it is this period. All of you, you saw how painful and difficult it was for him to ensure, to pass that statement that we are entering a stage where members of the SACP must excuse us when we develop our election strategy. The president was at pain. The president was trying to formulate that statement in a manner that it does not make things worse. So all of us, comrades, all of us without exception, we must not be proud when one child leaves our family. We must be proud when one child comes back to our family. So let's rise, comrades, and we are looking forward to a formulation. And we are lucky as this province. Of all the by-elections that we have contested, the SACP never fielded a candidate in our province. We are very lucky, comrades. So we can use this mechanism to demonstrate that we can work together. But comrades, if there are other people that are hell-bent to destroy this alliance, we must be in a position to confront them and say, not in our names, because this alliance has stood the test of time. Comrades, we are also coming to you to say we are going to a national dialogue. A national dialogue to determine the country that we want. A national dialogue that will bring all the organizations under one roof. A national dialogue that will give us an opportunity to bring the sectors of society to work with us. We are urging you, comrades. These national dialogues are going to take place at hot-based level. These national dialogues are going to take place at the district level. These national dialogues are coming to you, comrades, to formulate an approach that must come there. So all our comrades must be active in all sectors of society. It can be traditional, it can be religious, it can be sport, it can be youth activities, women activities. Comrades, by the time we go to the national dialogue, we must carry the voice of the African National Congress. But the problem with us, comrades, all of us want to participate in one sector. All of us are councillor. And comrades, it does not assist the ANC to multiply itself. We want you in the SGBs. We want you in the CPFs. We want you in the youth and sport formations. It's because the voice of the ANC can be easily implemented if we participate in those structures. So we want to urge you, comrades, as we now approach the national dialogue, we want to urge you, comrades, as we prepare for the national dialogue, let it be about the issues of our people, not formations that you don't even know who they represent. Because there are some NGOs that want to elevate themselves above other organizations. And that is why we urge you that at this particular level, we must look upon you to influence the processes. Comrades, as I conclude, we want once more to thank our president for standing firm against one individual called Donald Trump. South Africa is a country, and South Africa is not a subset of any other. They may want not us to join them there. We are a founding member of the G20. No one can dictate terms to us. We are proud with all those countries that are rallying behind us to say we must be at that table as a founding member. But we are more proud of those that came down here in Soweto to be part of the G20. So everything that we are going to do, comrade, we are going to do it to build a better world. The people of Palestine must know we'll never abandon them. We can take the price that it means for us to be isolated. They can bring tariffs against our country, but to the people of Palestine, to the people of Cuba and many other countries, South Africa is yours. We will defend you, whatever price that we need to pay at our disposal. We are not going to retreat because certain individuals believe they can bulldoze us and bully us. We'll never be bullied. We are children of Nelson Mandela. We are children of Oliver Tambo. We are children of Mama Winnie Madikizela Mandela. And we remain very strong. So, comrades, as you start this important process, please don't disappoint us. As you start this conference, please, comrades, understand this, and I'm saying it for the second time. Comrades, we are inside a sinking ship. This ship is going down the belly of the sea. Instead of us coming with ideas to protect and defend this ship from sinking, we are squabbling amongst ourselves on who is the owner of the ship. You can be the owner of this ship, but this ship will be meaningless by the time you take ownership of it. So all of you here, comrades, I'm urging you, put the ANC first. All of you, comrades, I'm requesting you, leave your factional tendencies and put the tendencies of the ANC. If your numbers are not numbering, the numbers of the ANC will always number. There is no way that numbers of the ANC will not fragile. So I wish you well, comrades. I wish you well, comrades. All of us must say this as I said. Asinamona, asinanzondo, siyayidumis, African National Congress. Thank you so much for your attention, comrades.
Oi, oi, Panyaza, oi, oi! Oi, oi, Tatele Sufi, oi, oi! Arum Papa Tele Mazogiti Moswanes Namona. Thank you very much, convener of the PTT in Gauteng. We are going to steal what we learned in the NGC. The NGC invested time in discussions, and the commissions were full, all of them. We signed the registers. So all of you, comrades, you are deployed by branches, and we are going to emulate what happened at the NGC. We are going to sign when we enter the commission and sign when we leave the commission. We don't want empty commissions. As if visa this thing eriram. This is a real work of the organization. Yeah, we might differ here, but I'm saying this seriously. I've seen many conferences not engaging in the real business of the organization. Then we postpone, we come another day, we say we want to finish the commissions. It can't be, comrades. We are going to dedicate this weekend to commissions. And each and every delegate from the branch, we are going to account for that delegate ourselves. And if you don't like this, tomorrow when you vote, you can vote me out. and I'll be happy to be voted out for the organization. We can never undermine the organization, comrades. On Monday, when you go to branches, we must be with confidence and conviction. Tell the branches that we have resolved on this and this and this, and we are going to implement this and this and this. And this is going to assist us to reclaim the lost ground in Tshwane and take government back. Since we vote, this is the capital city, it's not an ordinary region, comrades. We must lead by example. And what Comrade Panyaza has said is very, very important, and actually it must preoccupy our thinking. We are on the eve of taking the power back in Tshwane. And that thing we're going to make it possible only if we remain united and focused. Comrades, those who've got an appetite to become councillors, that appetite must be managed, comrades. I've seen comrades not greeting each other for becoming councillors. Comrades, there's only one candidate or position to become a councillor in a ward. Only one. And if the process of the BGM or the internal process of the organization doesn't favor you, don't mobilize the community against the ANC, comrades. We had a difficult campaign in 2021. I came across one comrade. I knew the comrade was a nice and humble comrade. In Ward 7, yeah, Comrade Mashore. Hey, the comrade was something else. Hey, with the Maheka, you know, because we are councillor, comrades. So we are going to do this, comrades. And Comrade Panyaza, with a great deal of respect, if the comrades from the National Executive Committee will be here for the entire program, we would appreciate if they become part of the commissions. And we'll give them a component of the organization where they must speak about what is a comrade and how we must carry ourselves. And then we'll engage other commissions. Because I've noticed comrades behave somehow. Actually, they don't resonate with the name comrade. They are something else. Comrades, we belong to the same organization. Whether you got your preferred candidate or I've got my preferred candidate, we belong to the same organization. Beyond Monday, the ANC needs all of us, comrades. All of us, without fail. This is the epicenter of racism in this country. I don't think you know that. The greatest concentration of racists is in Pretoria. You can look at the voting patterns. You go to Centurion, one ward, 14,000 white people comes out and vote, all of them. You go to Winterfeld, where we've got 20,000 people, only 3,000 votes. Our comrades. And you know what is the major contributory factor? Is how we behave. Councillor Robara, you do medicine. Councillor, how do you medicine? Society. When you are a councillor, you must know that you are a dustbin of that community. Each and every problem will come to you. And you must be accommodative. Imagine being a councillor, a proof of res. No, I'm telling the truth. What I've went through. Comrade, let's change our behavior. That's why I'm requesting the National Executive Committee. I know I don't have that powers, but if they're here, they must just tell us about how we carry ourselves as the African National Congress. Today, when you are wearing regalia in the mall, you look like a clown. You look clumsy because we have eroded the values of the organization. So we are going to do this, comrades. We've got a special RTT meeting. Baba Izumubolela Skwabargi, the Last Supper. We'll be having the Last Supper as the RTT. This is the last meeting of our leadership before we are dissolved. So at least I can extend, I've got the powers to extend this RTT now for a couple hours to that meeting. And then those who couldn't get their access or accreditation, go to the venue so that they can be processed. And Comrade Panjas, I want to apologize on behalf of Ndabezita, the traditional house of Mandebela Nzuza Sokulumi. We want to apologize for the glitch and the delay which we experienced. It's as a result, we want to be meticulous. We want to be thorough. We don't want to house non-delegates into the plenary. And I want to apologize to the alliance partners, COSATU, SANCO, and SSCP, for the delay. We really, really apologize profusely and unconditionally. And hopefully this will be addressed and all of you will be happy. The delay is not targeting anyone. It's as a result of the system wants to be monitored and thoroughly processed. So go hopola le tar tshwarela nda te tlongwane ke itse re le ka re diela bothata next year ra campaign a comrade tuli ra kopela man teo sa matshwalo a se ka bomo temba yellow bonus ka bomo ra kopela le re tshwarele tambo huya eo siwelele ma segusokale bazuga siwe tambo huya o siwelele ma segusokale bazuga siwe sifigiletin bafana wam segusokale bazuga sifigiletin bafana wamko sezuzokale bazuga tambo huyao siwelelema sezuzokale bazuga otambo huyao bazugas sesifigilatina seluzokali bazuga siwele Amanda Martha. I've stolen 2 critical points from the NGC. I'm going to share with you tomorrow. Those 2 critical things, if you can abide by them, I give you my word, and I'm saying this with a great deal of conviction, Tshwane will never be the same again. We have potential to be the trailblazer in the entire country. From time to time when we were going to National General Council or national elective conferences, Tshwane contributed 30% to the discussions. I don't know whether you are aware. So we are standing on the shoulders of the giants. We are not ordinary comrades. We are not bluffing. We are not ordinary. We are the capital city. And we must behave as such. Whatever happens in the city trends. Look at Sehafela, ya trend. because you are in the capital city. So we are going to adjourn, comrades. Ne? Those who have not processed their registration, go back to the registration site, and then the communication will come out now where you are going to sleep, because we don't have the timeline when we are going to finish the RTT. And we will reconvene tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. here in plenary. But they will tell you in your groups where you are going to sleep. Comrades, behave. Let's get a more conferencing. Ralo kupela. Let's get a lot of fun. We want you to be back here tomorrow in plenary, one piece, and contribute to the discussions. I get comrades. Ralo kupela. You know, we are adults. That's why Balu kupetse hore go branches tsa lanta teng ka dimeng le tlo ba represent mo. Le ska nya ga rena re le nyake.